work and what did it get me?
This is going to be controversial, but when it comes to the tradwife at 20 to single mom at 40 pipeline, y'all really have no one but yourselves to blame. What do y'all think the second wave feminist movement was all about? The grannies been told us. The aunties been told us. Our grandmothers had to fight the U.S. government to get bank accounts. And barely even 50 years later, y'all are voluntarily giving them up because Connor from English 101 told you he was going to love you forever. What? Y'all, please BFFR. We are so much smarter than this, ladies. Do not trust the relationship decisions you make at a time where your boobs are fully developed, but your brain is not. The entire stability of your life cannot rely on a man that you marry in your 20s wanting you for the next 60 years. And vice versa, because the T is, what happens when you wake up and you don't want him anymore? What happens when you're ready to walk away, but you have no job experience, no bank account, nothing, because your entire future relied on this guy, this one human being wanting you forever, or you wanting them forever. I love my man down. I would die for that man right now. I truly am in love with him from the bottom of my feet to the top of my head, but I will always love myself more.
Hello and welcome back to The Feminine Eye. Today we're going to be discussing TikTok tradwives. Now, if you don't know what a tradwife is a woman, married woman who believes in traditional values, that is staying at home, not working, taking care of the children, taking care of the household, taking care of her man, and basically submitting to her husband. In the olden days, women who were tradwives would also wear a veil, but they don't do that now. The concept of tradwives and traditional femininity has become more popular, especially on TikTok, with traditional wife influencers like Nara Smith and SD. Now, I have no problem with someone choosing to be a traditional wife. Feminists, quote unquote, do not have a problem with someone choosing to be a traditional wife. I think the issue is that these TikTok tradwives or tradwife influencers are kind of being disingenuous, because one of the core things about being a tradwife is not working, not providing financially for the family. That is supposedly the man's sole role. But with these TikTok and tradwife influencers, they do provide. They earn an income. So if they earn an income, where does that income go to? I don't believe that they earn that income and keep it to themselves. They obviously pour it back into the family. They are providing, no matter how they want to put it. And that kind of goes against their message of traditional femininity. Even doing things like creating content or affiliate marketing, it takes away time from the home. So it's a bit disingenuous to come on TikTok and you promote a lifestyle saying that, oh, you don't have to work, just trust in your man. Meanwhile, you are working, you have a plan, you can fall back on something. A lot of people who are following these tradwife influencers have nothing to fall back on if anything happens in their marriage. And I know people like to say, well, nothing is going to happen in my marriage. I don't plan on things happening in my marriage. Nobody ever plans on anything happening in their marriage. Nobody plans on negative things happening in their marriage. It just happens. You have to be wise. You have to plan for the worst and expect the best. Nobody's saying that because you're planning for the worst case scenario, it means that you hate your husband. No, you can love your husband and still take care of yourself. You can love your husband and still put safety measures in place. That's called being wise. Because if you're a traditional woman and you have no education, you have nothing to fall back on. If your husband dies, if your husband leaves, you're putting yourself in a risky situation. Another issue I have with the tradwife influencers is that they have this stance that men are not supposed to do anything in the home. It is the role of the woman to do everything in the home. But you are providing. So if you are providing and you are adding income into the household, why can't a man do things around the house? It doesn't make him any less manly for him to do things around the house. House chores and housework are not inherently feminine. A man would do housework if he did not live with you. I do not understand that take, especially coming from TikTok and tradwife influencers, because you guys are providing. Another issue with tradwife influencers is that they have this idea that a man is a complete plan. A man can never be a plan. People change every day, and even if they don't change, people die. The tradwife to single mom pipeline is real. There's several videos on TikTok of women talking about their lives, especially religious women. They were the perfect tradwives and their man still left them.
All that work and what did it get me?
That's pretty much it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more videos like this and more videos on decentering men, click subscribe, click like, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye. Mwah.